over until my will runs dry. Send all your sins all over me, baby, baby,
What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, PageeTurner, and I'm back with another freaking hair tutorial. Y'all already know when I like doing these, I like to get straight into it. Now, today, I will be teaching y'all how to do the individual crochet passion twist method. So, I'm going to go in with my honey beeswax styling, and I'm going to apply a little bit to my finger here, and I'm going to just apply that straight on to my client's hair. As you see here, my client is enjoying a little cup of coffee, so she's moving a little bit, but that's okay. We're gonna work with it. Y'all can see clearly here, so we're gonna keep chucking on. Now I'm combing it into my client's hair here, just making sure I'm getting all the little parts, moisturizing it into the whole piece of hair, everything on the back, and then I'm gonna go in with my edge control of choice. Now I chose to try the new grapple pineapple scent. I did get this from Amazon, but you can go in with any edge control you choose. I am on the search to find the best edge control for 4C hair. So if you have any suggestions, please comment down below. Now, as you can see here, I'm going in and just fixing my part a little bit here. Before I add my edge control to the section, I'm going to add it just like I added the beeswax a few minutes ago, but I'm also going to add it to the top. This would just allow me to keep the hair separate while I'm working on creating the parts. Now I'm going to go in and fully part it here all the way to the other side, making sure everything is even and straight. Now that you have that settled, we're going to go ahead and make our first part for our first passion twist. You want to get all of the hair and just add a little bit of gel to it, not too much. You don't want to put too much product into the hair. And then you're just going to comb that through, making sure that the top is really as, slick as it possibly can be, because the grit is the most important part. And that's what really makes your hair get that slick, easy look that we love with passion twist. Okay, so now I am going in and doing the rubber band method like I mentioned earlier, but you don't want to put dry rubber bands on your hair, so I just roll my rubber band in a little bit of coconut oil here. You can put it on your hands, you can put it straight on the rubber band. I chose to put it on my hands and the rubber band a little bit, just making sure I have the full rubber band covered. This allows for less breakage when you're taking down your hair, and it treats your hair a little bit better, because we all know that rubber bands can be a little bit rough, and that's kind of why we stay away from protective hairstyles. So this is what I do to help with that just a little bit. And then I'm going to put this rubber band on as tight but not uncomfortable for my client. As y'all can see, I wrapped it a couple of times just to make sure that it was really on that mug, but she was comfortable with it. She said it wasn't tight or anything like that. So that's what you want to make sure, that you're not pulling your hair or anybody else's hair if you're doing this on somebody else's hair, because that's the most important part. Now I'm going to go in and create another section, and I'm going to keep continuing creating my sections until the full head is done. You see here, we're going on with the same method as the first time, putting the gel on there, moisturizing it in, not too much product, but making sure the top looks sleek and good, baby. Okay, and then we're going to add the rubber band with the coconut oil and comb it all together and keep making these sections. Now, it is easier for a person who's first doing this hairstyle, or a person who's like not really deep into hairstyles, to make all their parts first. It'll help you out. So that's what you see me doing here for the method for you all. I'm going to go ahead and make all of my parts first, like part the entire head, and then I'm going to come back with the passion twist.
Hold me till I scream for every, and wash me over until my will runs dry. Send all your sins all over me, baby, baby, baby.
Now, if you've had trouble parting in the past where you would start your rows and it wasn't really even, this is a little bit of method that I like to use. I part the hair in two different ponytails, and then I part one side first, and then I go in and I make the other side equivalent to the one side I parted, and then I make sure that it's straight all the way across. Now, over time, doing other people's hair and my own hair, especially when you can't see, it's made it a little bit easier to make the part completely straight. Instead of trying to go in and cut a whole chunk and then like take away, I've decided to like make it one section at a time, make that part as straight as I can get it, and then mirror the other part based off the section that I just made. And it has allowed me to keep my sections completely straight over time. So I hope this helps you. Now that we have the second layer parted and straight, we're going to go in with my Cantu tea tree and oil that I like to use on my hair, as well as anybody's hair that I'm doing. I'm just going to moisturize this into the top of her hair again, kind of like I did the beeswax earlier, but making sure this is all over the parts of her hair. We don't want our hair to be dry or feel like it's going to be breaking off or anything like that. So it's best to moisturize as you go, just to make sure the hair is, moisturized fully through and everything looks good. Okay.
You can kill my mind for flow. Hold me till I scream forever. And wash me over until my will runs dry. Send all your sins all over me, baby, baby.
Once you got all your parts done, this is where the fun part starts. You're going to go ahead and pull all of your hair up into a ponytail. Here, it was a little hard to put in one ponytail, so I decided to split it into two later on. You could put it into 2s, 4s, 6, whatever allows you to keep your hair out of the way while you're working on your first row. Now we're ready to install our first passion twist. You're going to go ahead and go through the braid with a closed cap. You're going to pull one piece of hair through your loop, and then you're going to just pull together. Now, you want to make sure that your hair is on the bottom. Again, make sure it's not uncomfortable or too tight, because you don't want to put too much pressure at the top of your head. And then just pull a little bit, and you're going to keep the same rules as taking off a tire, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, same rules with the passion twist. All right, now we're going to move on to our second one. Do the same thing here. We're going to take the crochet needle through the hair with an open clamp. Then we're going to take a piece of hair to the size that we, like. If you want it a little medium, if you want them to be really tiny, do it based off your hair and what you like. You're going to comb out the hair on both sides a little bit here. You're going to take the loop, clamp it, and then close the crochet needle shut. Bring it open on the other side. Open that loop all the way. Grab a piece of hair, pull it through. Just like when you're tying a shoe, you're going to pull just a little bit, not too tight. And then we're going to twist the hair accordingly. Make sure we're blending in our natural hair. You can do this by hiding it behind the passion twist hair, or you can just simply twist it on in and include it into the hair. Now, if you want, you can have somebody hold the top of the passion twist so it doesn't pull on the back of the hair a little bit, or you could just keep twisting at the same rate, at the same speed as you did when you began, and make sure that it's all even.
Until my will runs dry. Send all your sins all over me, baby, baby.
y'all, we about to go over the steps a little bit for a thicker piece of your hair, because when we're in the back of the hair tends to be a little thinner back there, so it's a little easier. First, you want to go in and you want to comb out the piece of hair, and then you want to take your crochet needle, go in like you did last time with the open clamp. Like I showed you, you're going to take your hair, comb it out on both sides, clamp that close, pull it through, take the loop, take a piece of hair. On the top here, I go with the bottom piece of hair because it makes that pull a little bit cleaner. So I take the bottom piece of hair and I go through, just like a loop on a shoe or anything else. I pull it, not too tight, but tight enough. And then I am going in with some gel on my fingernails, splitting that hair in two so it's not so much hair on one side. And then I'm going to twist it with my edge control in my fingers and twist it within the passion twist. So that's what you see me doing here. Combing out the passion twist so it doesn't get any tangles, and making sure that I'm twisting the hair accordingly to the passion twist. Now, when I get to where my hair ends and the passion twist continues, I want to keep going in, add a little more edge control to my fingers, just a little bit, and focus in on that piece of hair and make sure that it blends, okay?
Then dip me underway. You can kill your mouth for flow. Hold me till I scream for every. And wash me over until my will runs dry.
Once you have all the passion twist in your head, you're going to go in with some setting foam. I go in with the Gots to Be Fantastic that I got from my local beauty supply. I used to use the BTL, but in this video, I did not use it because it was a little out, so it was running like watery. But I'm going to put the foam all in my hand here. You can see my attempt to use my BTL, but it did come out watery, so I decided not to use it. But when it's not watery, it is a really good foam, so I do recommend it. But I'm going to go ahead and apply it to her entire head. I rubbed it between both my hands first, and I'm just going to make sure I'm getting the whole top of her head, make sure I'm getting the sides, everything. She's dancing because we finally made it to the end of her head. Y'all already know how that goes. And then we're going to moisturize it into all the twists, all the way down and everything, making sure we making them passion twists look like they freaking popping, okay? So if you made it this far, guess what? You made it to the end of this video. First of all, congratulations on doing your own hair, girl. You can do it. I know you could. And second off, you made it to the end of this video, so make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you hit that bell, so when I post a video, you can tell. Make sure you hit that bell, jingle bell. Make sure you hit that bell. All right, y'all, it's PageeTurner. Lego.